Well, think of it like a hurdle erected to block a problem. Hurdles help but aren't perfect, so meat companies use a series of them, and each one makes it less likely that a problem will cross the finish line where it could pose a risk to you. Some interventions are simple and low-tech, while others rely on more advanced technology. Come with me as we go inside a meat plant to show you some of the most common steps taken in the industry to keep your meat and poultry safe. One of the biggest challenges we face is dealing with live animals because they come from a variety of environments, from rainy and muddy to dusty and dry. Livestock arrive with dirt, dust, and bacteria on their hides, as well as inside their internal organs. Our job is to make sure that dirt, germs, and other contaminants don't find their way onto the meat and to you. One of the first lines of defense is simple employee hygiene. All employees must wear hygienic clothing like frocks and hairnets and thoroughly wash their hands before entering the processing floor, and again throughout the day. Employees also commonly walk through boot scrubbers to prevent tracking any bacteria from room to room in the processing area as they move around a plant. On the processing floor, the goal is to remove every bit of contamination that can be seen on a carcass, while also taking steps to eliminate bacteria that can't be seen. Several interventions are used to achieve this goal. First, hides are often washed immediately before or after the animal is harvested to reduce the transfer of bacteria from hides to the carcasses. Once the animal is stunned and bled, hides on cattle and sheep often are carefully removed with special mechanical hide pullers that pull the hides away from the carcass to prevent contamination from touching the carcass. In the case of pigs, after the animal has been harvested, the hair is singed off the skin. In addition to removing the natural coarse hair, singeing also helps pasteurize the outside of a carcass. Plants often use special heated knife dips to sanitize knives between carcass cuts to prevent the spread of bacteria. Next, the internal organs are very carefully removed so they remain intact to avoid spilling any digestive contents onto the carcass. Many companies also apply carcass washes using organic compounds such as acetic acid, which is the primary component of vinegar. These compounds dissipate or go away after use. Thermal pasteurization using either very hot water or steam is also commonly used on carcasses to kill any bacteria on the carcass surface. When these systems are used, carcasses pass through a steam or hot water cabinet that blasts the outside of the carcass to pasteurize them. As the carcasses are broken down further into what are called primals, some companies may also use additional washes as an added food safety step. Research is constantly being done to develop additional food safety steps that might be effective. A more recent advance is high-pressure pasteurization, which uses very high pressure applied to meat to kill any bacteria. Irradiation, which is an effective tool to kill bacteria on spices and medical equipment, is another intervention that may be used. When irradiation is used, the product label includes a special symbol on the package and the words "treated with irradiation." Any of the interventions used in a meat plant must be first evaluated by the USDA. In fact, inspection is yet another important food safety step in the meat industry. USDA inspectors are in meat plants every day ensuring proper food safety steps are being followed. USDA also tests for common pathogens such as Shiga toxin-producing E. coli and Salmonella. Many companies also have their own testing protocols to ensure the effectiveness of the interventions used. Together, these steps allow us to bring safe, nutritious meat and poultry products to your plates, and testing data show that they're working. Bacterial contamination such as Listeria monocytogenes on ready-to-eat meat and poultry products has declined more than 80% since 2000. In fact, there hasn't been a recall due to listeriosis illnesses linked to ready-to-eat meat and poultry products in more than a decade. The incidence of positive test results on ground beef shows that E. coli O157H7 has declined more than 90% in recent years. Similarly, positive test results from USDA Salmonella tests have shown reductions in a variety of products as well.
In the meat and poultry industry, we're always working to make meat and poultry as safe as we can make it. But keep in mind that food safety doesn't end here at the plant. It's important to follow good, safe handling practices in your home kitchen, like separating raw meat and poultry from ready-to-eat foods, and washing your hands, your countertops, utensils, and cutting boards with hot soapy water to make sure they're clean. Like cooking meat and poultry to a proper internal temperature and checking that temperature with the instant food thermometer, and properly refrigerating foods.
More food safety tips are available on our YouTube page and at meatsafety.org.